Hello Internets, I'm HamsterBomb.
And I'm Timothy.
And you guys are back for another Pokemon collection videos, and we have one more for cards. Since we ended up having just one more surprise one, we decided, there are so many technical little sets inside of promos today, which is the big promo card day, that it kind of makes no sense to do one of those intros for it. We're just going to dig into the cards because there's too many technical different promos.
Unfortunately, when I started going through all these and organizing them for this video, I realized how many I don't have.
Yeah, well, of course there's tons of promos, so we're we're in our own little Pokemon binder. If you saw that over there, that's cool. I don't know where this even came from.
All of my binders need to be Pokemon binders, except for like the last two.
Are they? Yeah, they're just normal ones. So anyway, these promos, we're going to keep them generally, Kim, is this correct, in release year order is what we're looking at? Okay, cool. So that's how these are going to be organized. We can see right here, there's some original promos here. As we go through farther and farther, you're going to start to see more modern promo cards. So if any of them have any real value, it's going to be the older ones.
As far as I know, most of the cards in this binder are like $2.
This isn't, but still, there's most promos don't really have a lot of value because they obviously made lots of them, and we'll talk about generally, we don't know where they all came from, but generally where they came from, how to get them, and well, how to get them now, they're typically like $2 anywhere, but we'll say at least
how we originally got them.
How you were probably supposed to originally get them. So anyway, starting here, we actually have, I think, was this art later used for the Jungle Pikachu?
No.
No. It looks really familiar.
Well, this Pikachu you see everywhere. That's just pretty common art, I feel like, for the Pikachu.
It looks like the Tomy figure, doesn't it?
It does.
That's the Tomy figure.
It's probably like their CG model for it.
And they just took a picture or something?
But the next four we have here, I'm sure a lot of people recognize from when the first movie came out.
Yeah,
so
you can actually, grab one of these. Which
Mewtwo
one's your favorite?
Strikes Back. I've always liked the Dragonite.
She always likes the Dragonite.
Terrible.
Actually, the Dragonite was the only one I ever had. It was my only Dragonite card. That was pretty cool. So you can see up here this gold foil thing in the corner. So you have your
Warner Brothers.
Pretty easy to see where this one came from.
Right,
yeah.
So, and it even says on there, Pokemon, the first movie.
Yeah, Kids WB presents Pokemon, the first movie.
So, like,
in the first movie, there is a Dragonite that's, like, got a delivery service, isn't that right?
Delivers the mail.
Of course, they're going to make a Pikachu, a Mewtwo, and there's a random Electabuzz.
I don't know why the Electabuzz is there, but the cool part about these cards is it was when you went into the theater to go see the movie. They would give you one of the random cards.
Also,
I think the
these are continuing numbering, so to point this out, they started making promos in their own set when they came out, and this Pikachu is 1. Promo 1. And then the next 4 were 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. This is important to know about the promos, too, because these are the Wizards of the Coast promos. Now, they have 2 different types of Black Star promos. We have the Wizards of the Coast Black Star promo, and then we have the Nintendo Black Star promo.
Okay.
So, those are going to be later on in the series, because those are chronologically later.
You can tell the difference? Oh, yeah, I see it labeled on your cheat sheet down here.
Well, plus you can always tell the difference if you go down to the bottom and you look at it. It still has the copyright for Nintendo Creatures, Game Freak, but then it also has the copyright for Wizards, whereas the other one has a copyright for Nintendo.
It's just Nintendo, okay. That makes sense. So, now that we see them in number order, and we'll point them out number-wise to you, there's the first 5. So I'm real curious where this original Pikachu came out, because he's promo number 1.
I have no idea.
All right, well, there we go, guys. There's promo number 1.
I would assume that has something to do with maybe the Pokemon League when it started, because we've talked about that in the Flats video, that I was part of the Johto Pokemon Card League that was going on nationwide in America.
So she doesn't really have any.
So I didn't really play it during the Kanto League that started, but I think I started towards the tail end of it, so I might have picked up a few cards from here. And I'm pretty sure this Arcanine, well, I said that weird.
Yeah, some people say that, yeah.
From the movie as well.
Really? Because he's got no...
He doesn't have a mark on him, but I thought he was from the movie because I thought that's what I remember picking him up at. But if not, then I must have gotten him from the league.
I think you got him somewhere else. He's not in, like, the best of shape. But anyway, this Arcanine, if you're curious, is number 6. Actually, just to keep going, 7, 8, 9. This is the first complete page if you are collecting promos. So that's cool. We got a first complete page. You think the Jigglypuff might have had something to do with the card game, too?
Yes, that did come from the league. I know that the Jigglypuff did come from the league.
Now, this may be the most common promo they've ever made. Isn't that right?
Oh my gosh,
say so?
I thought I had 16. Then for some reason I found 2 more when I was looking around. So I have like 18
And
of
she was
them.
even selling some for like a quarter before then. These things were everywhere. And I think they just made a ton of them because there was no Mew in the original game card packs. And me personally, like Kim wanted to keep her cards in card set order. Me, I'm crazy. I want them in Pokedex order that my
totally
game says.
wrong.
No, I'm correct, and she is wrong. So, because of that, I really appreciated being able to get my hands on one of these.
I think
when I saw the next one, I got super jealous. We'll see this one in a minute.
So the thing with this Mew, I think the reason why everybody has it is because it was part of the Pokemon tour that went around to each of the malls.
And they just gave you
and they would
Mew?
give you one. Well,
Except they gave you a stack.
I got a stack. They handed me a snack.
A snack?
They handed me a snack.
She gave her.
Mewtwo's.
They gave her a delicious snack of Mew.
So Mew's. They handed me a stack. I think I remember it was like close to like a closing time or something, or it was like a league that didn't want them anymore.
Lucky you, but unlucky you.
So I'll just take them. But let's take a closer look at the one that
this one's really cool.
More rare, but the foil version of this card, which is actually a different number.
It's a really nice foil. It looks like it looks like one of those original base foils, except it's like missing from the set. Now, game-wise, I don't know if it's any good. That Devolution Beam sounds pretty good, actually, being able to knock your opponent back one.
I have no idea. I've never actually read I don't think I ever really used the promo cards to play.
Yeah. I'm not sure what their intention was,
promo cards.
I mean, I think, well, in the original game, I mean, imagine, you got someone who's fighting with, like, I don't know, an Arcanine or something. Mm-hmm. You use that Mew, you can, if it has enough damage counters on it, just De-Evolution Beam to it has more counters on it as a Growlithe, and it's dead. So that could be a real smart, tricky, Wonder Tree. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to think back then, the cards were not nearly as powerful as they are now. So little tricks
Growlithe
like that
would
could
have been
win
like 20 HP.
Well, probably like 40. Yeah, it was super low. So so that stuff could have been really good. So I don't know. But either way, they had the same attacks. And what was really cool was figuring out how to get that foil one. And we were even just looking this one up, and we honestly aren't sure. It was just released later. Didn't it have something to do with the trading card game?
It did. I think it had to do something again with that Kanto League that I wasn't really a part of. So I must have gotten these like 3 from that league.
Maybe.
Or they might have even had some when they were doing the Pokemon tours in the malls. They also had some card game leagues there. So they may have been giving out cards for that too if you do a certain number of
Let us know if you guys know how the original foil Mew promo was given out, because we'd like to know. That's a pretty cool one. Also, this is probably the only one on this page that isn't $2. What I saw online, if it was graded and it's perfect, it could go up to like 800. But some cards will do that. But if this is just a loose in its sleeve, it's probably like $10. So that's pretty cool. We gotta move on. We still have not a ton, but we got a good amount of these to go through. We'll spend less time on those too. I just kind of really love the originals.
The next page, I don't know why I left spots in here for this, but I am missing some of those promos,
10,
and they're
12,
from that
13.
original Pokemon League, that Kanto League.
So if we can ever get our hands on them, it'd be sweet because we can fill them in.
For some reason, when I was going through and organizing this, I left spots for those, but there are some later that I'm also missing, so you'll see that, like, I just jump from number to number instead of going to the next
well, if it's like the way I would do this, I would leave spots if I, for any reason, would want to get that card.
Okay, so, maybe that was it. But, I mean, one of these is like...
Later promos. Yeah, later promos I probably wouldn't care. Well, it doesn't matter what kind of Pokemon it is. It's still in the original promo set. It's pretty cool. Because, I mean, there's only so many of these. Like, where does this end here? It's still kind of going.
This is still Wizards.
You actually skipped 2 of them in here, too, just saying. So, never mind. She's nuts. So the next one here, actually, I remember Kim said she wanted to pull up and show you.
I love this one.
They, foil Eevee. It looks like you got 2 of them, too. There we go.
Beautiful colors.
Yeah, the original foils look so much better, because after we just went through all the new cards, looking at their new foil, I don't know. There's something about, like, the original bubble look. Actually, that's what they did for, like, the second, that re-release set. What they do? Base had, like, weird...
Legendary?
Swirl... No,
Legendary
like,
collection?
Second, like, base.
Oh, second base, okay.
That's what their foils look like.
I know
I've
had some people argue and think that's Flareon's art.
It is not Flareon. if they say that, it's just a failure on the design. Here, if you want proof it's not Flareon, Flareon's tail's yellow.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Also, Eevee's supposed to have a tuft of yellow hair at the end.
But I really like that because it had all 3 of their colors in the background, and it was foil. It's such a pretty card. Yeah. And
I got a story about that Mewtwo. This one in particular.
It's another sad story in Alex's childhood.
Oh, you know it? Or was that just a guess because you're right?
I know, because you've told it to me.
Okay, so it was an Easter party. I was over at a relative's house. It was terrible. I hated it there. I can't stand them. So I'm out. I'm trying to avoid them, walking up and down the street, trying to pass time. And I'm walking by a sewer. I'm not kidding, a sewer. And I look down and there's a Pokemon card face down on the ground. I'm like, oh, a Pokemon card? I pick it up and flip it over and it's this Mewtwo. And I'm like, I don't know where it came from. It's a movie thing or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that.
But anyway, I was like, oh, this is so cool. This is Mewtwo. I didn't even have a Mewtwo card. And the art looks really cool on this. So I was excited. I dried it off, made sure it was safe. I took it home, put it in my binder. And a couple days later when I went to show it to the neighbors, cause like, oh, this is really cool, I found this Mewtwo card. They started accusing me of stealing theirs, and by the way, my relatives, where I got this from, was miles and miles away. There's no way it was possibly theirs, but they happened to lose theirs, just around the same time, or so they said. So they stole my card, and I never saw it again.
All right, what chapter number was that?
That was chapter 638. Alex is 7 years old by this point, of Alex's sad past. Moving on to Cool Porygon, which I never saw because I was the antonym of cool.
So I have no idea why they decided to name it Cool Porygon.
Because he's cool. He's cool. He's also foil if she wants to show you.
I was super excited about it. So this is how they actually gave
I was going to say, you got a packaged one.
They gave you all of the... I was never planning on using this one to play, so I just left it in the sleeve.
Looks really nice. 3D attack. Texture magic. He has no texture, though.
This is how they packaged all of their promo cards when they gave them to you at the league. They were all packaged in these individual sleeves and given to you like that. Versus like now, they're just like, here's a card.
So
and, like,
even these down here were like that?
If they came from the league, but not the
league.
Mews.
Right, the league. Okay, so there's...
Yeah, no, the movie ones, yes. The movie ones,
here.
I think they did hand them to you.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were just handing them out at the movie theater.
So, yeah, that's a cool Porygon. It's not worth Jack Diddles, even though I have it
in a sleeve. Well, we have it in a sleeve because it's cool. Yeah.
No, we have it in a sleeve because it's useless.
Promo trainer card?
Yeah.
Rocket's secret computer error.
How disappointing is that?
Yeah, that's... I mean, who was excited about getting this? Now, Team Rocket's Meowth, I could see some kids being excited about that. Just Psyduck.
I love that Psyduck. He's just, like, there's so much negative space in that art.
Yeah.
And then just, like, the giant question mark that's there.
Yeah, I'm not pulling it out, but anyway. This is kind of nice that you were able to get these 3 in a row here.
These are from the movie.
Yeah, Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos. These are the 3 that, I remember those are the legendary cards you get in the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy. Game Boy Color. I played that.
Wait, these 3 cards?
Yeah, those are the 3 like after you beat the campaign, I think you get given those 3 cards to play with.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just an in-game thing. Like I don't even... No, I did have some of the base fossil, whatever they came in. Base fossil... Fossil? They were both fossil, weren't they? And then Zapdos was also fossil. But
what are you talking about? No, these cards were only presented as promos.
I'm talking about the Pokemon itself.
Oh, okay.
Zapdos was in base, and then all 3 showed up in fossil.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
I thought you were talking about that specific card art.
Except in that Game Boy Advance game, by the way, for some reason, they weren't happy with base, jungle, and fossil to give you, like, a booster pack for the game. They, like, scrambled all the cards and made up new ones, and it was really confusing.
So, I'm pretty sure that these were the 3 cards that were given out for the Pokemon movie 2000 over here in America. And, I totally just...
There's no Lugia.
Stumbled across the name for Japan. The original title is called Revelation Lugia. I'm like... I hate the movie titles that America gives them.
Well, I don't have a problem with Pokemon 2000. See, the thing is, if you guys were alive in 2000, which I guess a lot of you guys weren't.
2000 was the big thing.
Well,
like,
yeah, everything
2000.
like vacuum cleaners, toasters, everything that you were making, even if it was 1999 still, it was called 2000. Even 98. I remember things in 98 that were still coming out called 2000 because it was such a big deal. Which, I mean, come on, that's...
And then, like, the Nimbus 2000 and, like...
Oh, no, I don't.
It was everything.
Yeah, well, everything was 2000. But anyway, we should move on here. We got a row of Pikachus. One of them, this guy here, is actually pretty hard to find with no name written.
Which is funny because I think we said that in the last video where I showed this card. I showed this card in my Pikachu collection.
Oh, you did?
And
well, that's
so
a different one.
2 of them.
That's a different card, isn't it? That's the
Yes,
Pikachu
so
collection.
That one will have like a
little Pikachu
tail on it.
This one just says promo. Right. And this is actually pretty common to find. It's foil, by the way. We can't really see it, but it's pretty common to find. But kids all wrote their names up there.
Yeah, you can imagine the argument I have with my dad. My dad's like, "Don't write your name on it," but I want to write my name on it.
Pikachu. I'm glad you didn't. So
well, he was like, "Are you ever going to use it?" And I was like, "No." And then don't write your name on it. And look, I think I even have.
You got another one with pretty cool. There's also a hair in there.
Yeah.
Nice job.
That's cool. Okay.
So we got terrible art for Flying Pikachu.
I think we looked at all of these in that Pikachu collection, but they were in different languages.
If we did and we've already seen them, we can kind of skip over so we can see number-wise, we're already up to 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Man, you had all the Pikachus, but everybody else, where'd they go?
So is this like a complete page again?
This is 29, by the way. Moving on.
Page.
So this would be the first Johto.
Yes, and this
promo
is
card.
actually I think I learned about Johto more through getting this promo card and doing the league than I did like when the Pikachu. Well, I don't know. Pikachu's Vacation was at the beginning of the first movie, so maybe it was that. But yeah. I was super excited to get that Meryl card, I guess.
And before we completely skip over these, we pretty much covered all these Pikachu promos. Obviously, we had different stickers, logos, I mean, here for the corners. But check out back a ways. There was another promo collection we did with the whole Pikachu set. So anyway, just wanted to carry that on because this was like a Pokemon Snap art, and that's basically it. You never did that, did you? Because I guess you didn't have Pokemon Snap. Man, that'd have been so cool.
I had Pokemon Snap.
Oh, you did?
But I thought it was really stupid to go in.
My parents wouldn't even let me get in the 64.
Plus, it costs like money. I don't know if I had.
Well, yeah, you're printing it.
So I don't think I had Pokemon Snap at the time that those machines were out.
Okay.
I think I had it a little bit afterwards because I had it when the. And you might even see it here in a video. I have the Pikachu special edition release of the Nintendo N64.
Yeah, right.
And that was released way later.
Is that something we need to show?
It's a Pokemon, and I have the controller for it.
And can I request if Nintendo can we please have Pokemon Snap 2 for the Switch with gyroscopic controls? Where you gotta, like, 360, like, shoot your pictures. Please.
And then, like, Swirlix everywhere.
Yeah, well, just make 1,000,000 levels. So we should keep going.
Yeah, this is where it starts getting really hairy.
Hairy,
because there's, like, 50-something of them, and, yeah. I kind of definitely did not leave spaces.
Well, I mean, it's not a big deal. So I knew eventually this was gonna thin out. We can see up here we got another normal promo of a Togepi and a Cleffa. I guess Smeargle also consecutively came after that. Scissor also. These are all in number order. They're 738. Yeah, this is 30 through 38.
So these were the ones, again, that came from the Johto League. Instead, I was super excited to get that. But
yeah, that looks
this
pretty
is kind of
cool.
how I knew the Pokemon first, because I knew them with these cards first before I knew them with anything else.
I played the game, which is why I didn't know Wobbuffet existed until Gen 3.
It's kind of funny, because a lot of these I have multiples of, because, like, things, if you were looking at the other collection video of my flats, I show the League book, and I beat Bugsy's butt, like, 7 or 8 times, and they give you a card every time you beat it. So.
Kicking Bugsy's butt.
I always kick Bugsy's butt.
So, these two here are almost like the first ever reverse foil is what they look like. You can kind of see that the foil is out here, but not inside of the art.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the Legendary Collection again. Sorry, I was thinking of. I thought I was Base 2 where they did that, but that's the Legendary Collection where they started doing the reverse foils there too. And those two, most people probably know, came from when the third movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
So those came when you went to go see the movie in the theaters. You got those cards.
Yep, I wasn't allowed. Though this one, I believe, came in the VHS when you...
That did come in the
which
VHS.
Is why I actually had one of these. This is a pretty cool Hitmontop, though. Where'd that one come from?
That's from the League as well. Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. It's better art than the original one.
Oh,
the original's, not so great.
I don't really
It's a pretty
like
cool scissor, too. It's nice art they came up with these. And now that's going to go down the crappers. We're looking at Miss Drivas. That's some pretty terrible art.
That was the first Miss Drivas card I had. I was like, oh, this Pokemon's so ugly.
The Snorlax is exceptionally terrible, too. But the Articuno is really nice. Can we get a better look at that one?
The Articuno, yeah.
Yeah. The Hitmontop's really cool, too. But this one, it's kind of hard to see. That's so different from what you'd expect them to illustrate.
I know, and there's so much, negative space here for the Articuno, too. And the Snorlax is just terrible. You could imagine, I'm working so hard.
Yeah, trying to win these cards.
And
the art is so terrible.
And then
was it like a bunch? Was it kids making these, or is it just people who really needed to be fired?
I don't know.
Like Smeargle, this isn't terrible. I mean, the art's not exciting or great, but the thing is, it's got a style to it. This just doesn't fit the anatomy, and neither does this. It's just bad art. I don't know what else.
I'd feel totally bad if it was a kid that did those, right about now. You feel awful.
Go back to art school. Right.
So that's all I have of the Wizards Black Star promos.
Wizards!
Like I said, there's quite a few of them, and a lot of them I'm missing. I thought I had way more than that.
Did they go into Gen 3?
I don't think so, no.
Alright, well.
Okay, so this
we're about to... Actually, wait, this is just this page.
Hold up here.
No, Kim, I'm showing the fact that those Pippilups are coming later. That's all I'm trying to show them.
So, these are just the miscellaneous Wizard promos from 1999 to 2004 that I have.
I was telling her for years this was a promo Meowth, and she didn't believe me.
I didn't believe him. I was like, why does it have a gold border? Well, I finally stumbled across it. Apparently, this Meowth came with the Fruit by the Foot Pokemon rolls that came out.
In the gold on the border... It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, as you can see as I'm doing that. Not much, but a little. The Meowth itself looks really sun damaged, but it's not. It's just a bad print. Because it was Fruit by the Foot crap. So that's why.
Right. Well, now I figured out where it came from.
But yeah, super old promo. Still pretty cool. It's got the jungle symbol, which is what makes it so confusing.
Right. It does. It's not like a Black Star promo. This is just
if it said promo, we would have never questioned it.
Right.
Ooh, everyone loves this next one.
And then we have the Ancient Mew card.
That's a popular one. Ooh, we also, yes, recently we were able to get one that is in its sleeves. That's real exciting. Also, something that Kim may want to point out, there's an extremely rare version of this card that is a misprint.
So,
Nintendo is what it will say at the bottom, and it's copyright. If it says Nintendo, it's like one of the first prints.
And those were only released in Japan.
Never mind. We don't have those unless you guys are over in Japan.
Which is like, how do I tell if it's Japanese? It's in this weird ancient Mew language.
Well, it was released in Japan.
It was released in Japan.
The only way
so
you
what
would
it
know.
was is when the movie 2000 came out, so the second movie, they released the Ancient Mew card from the first movie finally.
Okay.
And it was in a pamphlet, a Lugia pamphlet.
Japan had this at the first film. But for America and everyone else to get it, it took the second movie.
Right. Okay. So, and they had to reprint this Mew 3 times
because they kept screwing it up.
So, the Japanese one, it'll say Nintendo at the bottom.
It's missing the second
That's the
N.
original, and that can be upwards of $400.
$400.
Then there's and the foil looks a lot different too, so you'll be able to tell by the foil. It'll look really grainy.
We don't have one,
really be
so I don't know why we're going this far into it.
But then there's also the next one that also has a little. It's also pretty grainy, and then there's this English one.
Yeah.
So
yours is probably an English one.
Yes, we have 3
I was
English
just pointing
ones.
it out because there's a super rare, funny misprint on one of those things, but we don't have one.
And then the Beldum.
Is he foil?
No. He just has his little
He's
winner
got a gold
sticker.
little winner.
Okay, so the winner was part of some other leagues that came out. Later on, there were leagues.
Hoenn, clearly.
And, like, you would get, like, if you won the league, you got this this card that would say, like, winner on it.
That's
like
cool.
A promo.
So you won that or you bought that?
I totally bought that somewhere.
I was going to say.
Because that's what all of these are, too. Now, these say best on them. I think they're different than the winner ones, but I also have the Rocket Scissor winner. That's another, like, a trophy card, I guess you could call them.
Okay.
And so is this,
Japanese, Plusle.
Plusle. And this is really confusing to me because I saw the English one and I'm like, oh yeah, I have that Plusle, but then you have to like compare the correct
but it's the promo
logo. But it is the promo because the Japanese ones will actually have a P in the corner to tell you that it's a promo. So,
these bottom three down here, I'm not sure if you can see, but all of them do have, other than Scissor, they have that reverse foil look again. Pretty cool because I'm pretty sure these two are very good cards if you're just playing with the originals, especially the Hitmonchan.
Well, I think they were like the MVP of that deck or something like that, and that's why they say best on them. So.
I got you for like damage ratios and all that stuff. Beldum is a really cool promo for them to pick for 3rd gen coming out. It's just an exciting card.
And then see, I had a few more of the
top left.
ones.
This is more of that winter stuff.
Yeah.
That is a creepy Ivysaur. We got Rocket's Sneasel. Do you want to show that? We've seen Rocket's Mewtwo in another set. It's just a promo version. We can see what the foil is on the... Man, it's actually not showing up on camera. There you go. You kind of see that going on. Foil's out in the back. It's a creepy dark Ivysaur.
That's pretty much the end of the Wizards of the Coast promos that came out.
Wizards!
And then the next chunk that we have actually starts our Nintendo promos.
Nintendo.
So Nintendo started off with this really
How many more pages do we got? We should speed it up.
We have the Nintendo Pop series. I don't really know how the Nintendo Pop series were released, but they are pretty easy to identify. They'll have a Pokeball on the bottom, and then they'll have a number next to them, which the number next to them identifies which series they were a part of, and like the Turtwig and the Piplup were reprinted multiple times in different Pop series, so they're going to have different numbers on them, and I don't even know where they came from. These are the ones I have. Like, this is from the first Pop set, second, third set, and then 8th sets, and then 9th set. So... And
by Pop, what company is Nintendo
it's
Pop?
Nintendo Pop.
Okay, this has nothing to do with Pop vinyl figures. I know she keeps throwing Pop out there, and I want to make sure you know what she's talking about.
Right.
It's pretty crazy that they even made a Celebi EX. I remember I got that one on purpose because I was collecting Celebi cards.
Yeah.
It's a really nice card, too. Like, actually, you should pull that one out. It's got foil all over it.
I know, you really like this one.
It's a nice one.
I figured you had it. I mean, it's really nice foil on it.
You figured I had it.
Well, yeah, like,
closer?
I was putting this...
Come closer.
I was putting this binder together, and I was like, oh, I think Alex has that Celebi card. I dug it.
The foil going around the... what are you doing? You're just giving us a glare.
I'm trying to get it to sparkle. It's not as strong.
It is. It's just... I swear, this card's wonderful. Kim is just no good at it. See? There we go.
Yeah.
It goes around the rim. You know, as I've mentioned many times in here, I hate the yellow borders on Pokemon cards. So that's why this one's so nice, because they were like, no, yellow borders are ugly. Get rid of it. Like, every Japanese foil does that too. It's like, I don't know why, but we got such ugly ones. So clearly we're starting to go into Sinnoh territory here. And basically after this point, I'm pretty sure all of our promos are pretty much fair game. Almost any Pokemon can show up. Is that right?
Yeah.
We should probably, for the sake of time, split this in half and do 2 different sets for promos so we can continue the rest, because it's already been almost a half an hour of us going through this. Yes. So anyway, just to, like, because I know we wanted to spend so much time on these early ones. They're so cool. But getting to this point, we're probably going to start with, like, Sinnohs. You can see we got some black and white coming in the next video. But for now, Kim, is there anything else you wanted to talk about with these in particular?
I just wanted to mention, I think a few of those promos that we saw, like, here on the last page and that sealed Mew, I think Laura actually sent us.
Yes, of the sealed Ancient Mew, yeah.
Quite a few promos that are in here, and we're actually going to see a lot of the ones that she sent us coming up here in the next video.
That's true. And also, there have been, like you mentioned, Laura has sent us some cool Pokemon stuff, and some other people have been sending us Pokemon things as well, as you can see in vlog videos on the channel. If we receive things like that after making a video, say showing off base or something like that, like for example, since we filmed our rocket set, Lura actually helped us find the final card for the rocket set.
Yep.
And we completed it. So I'm still not going to go back and change the video and make it say complete when we don't have to show the thing, but just so that it's known, I mean, those videos were made at the time we've done them, and if you want to see more Pokemon collection stuff, just keep watching vlog videos, because whenever there's something on the thumbnail showing Pokemon related stuff, people have probably sent some cool stuff in and we could see some more. But either way, that is all the time we have for this time. Good thing we're actually able to split this into 2 promos and keep going, because we barely had so much to talk about.
Take so long.
Yeah, well, either way, that's all the time we have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and we will see you all in the next Pokemon collection videos.
Bye-bye.
Booyah!